Federal actions have some local effects. The city's DA is looking out for juvenile offenders. There could be a whole new way of spending city money, and Denver commits to more traffic safety. I'm Rebecca Jacobson, and this is YCN. Last week, City Attorney Kristen Bronson dropped 4 domestic violence cases due to witnesses refusing to testify for fear of deportation by federal agents known to search Denver's courts for undocumented residents.
You know, when we've got plainclothes officers in the courthouses or around traditionally safe spaces, I don't see how they would feel safe to come forward, and that's truly unfortunate.
Acting on presidential orders, ICE has stepped up deportations across the country, and according to local advocacy groups, the effect on Denver's social fabric is only beginning.
Survivors need unfettered access to civil and criminal courts, period. It makes our community safer, it makes individuals safer, and it's really sad that we don't have that right now.
In the past, juvenile court was considered a transition between Denver court and district courts. District Attorney Beth McCann's priority is to improve this transition by establishing a separate juvenile unit.
In appropriate cases, provide alternatives for young people so that we can intervene at a time in their life when there's still an opportunity to change behavior.
The new unit will complement and further promote the DA's Juvenile Diversion Program, an intervention program that works with first-time juvenile offenders to divert them from the criminal justice system.
I plan to do probably a little more emphasis on some of the prevention work and looking at criminal justice in a broader perspective rather than just, getting that conviction.
The juvenile unit will continue to prosecute cases in the Denver Juvenile Court involving juveniles between the ages of 10 and 14.
Because you're actually voting for where the money is going to be spent instead of allowing them to decide where to spend the money.
City Council is considering a participatory budgeting model where citizens are empowered to choose how to distribute public money. The process begins with community meetings where citizens collect, sort, and categorize ideas on where the city budget should be spent. City officials shared various concerns, including how the program may work within the city's current workflow.
You have to figure out how to take this process and integrate it with your other budgetary and appropriation processes you are required to do by charter, right? And figure out how it fits in the timeline and the sequencing of the process you all are familiar with, right?
How do the taxpayers assure themselves that this process isn't hijacked by special interests masquerading in the community?
Community members would also take part in designing a guidebook outlining such issues as special interest groups and who has the deciding votes. But ultimately, the city would maintain their authority making the final budgeting decisions. Last year, 61 people in Denver died in traffic-related accidents. At the Vision Zero Summit on Wednesday, the city made a commitment to bring that number to zero.
It's absolutely unacceptable that we are having lives lost on our streets. And sometimes it feels as if it's inevitable. We just wait for the numbers to happen at the beginning of every year. But we can take action.
The city launched an interactive map tool last week, which residents can use to report problem areas. Director of Transportation Chrissy Fanganello says that information will help them focus their efforts. Getting to zero sounds impossible, but Fanganello says it's a goal worth reaching.
What would you have it be? Vision 10? 10 of us are non-expendable. None of us are expendable.
You can find the map survey at denvergov.org/Vision Zero. Join the city and neighborhood organizations to continue the discussion about a proposed music festival at the Overland Golf Course this summer. The meeting will be held at the Course Clubhouse and starts at 6 p.m. You can help create the vision for the city's parks and recreation system. Plan now to attend one or all 3 of the upcoming open house events, March 21st, 22nd, or 23rd, at locations around the city. More information is available online at denvergov.org/denverite. Look for a new edition of YCN each Friday. Thanks for watching.